Our planet is changing. Temperatures are rising. The polar ice caps are melting. Sea levels are rising. These changes are not natural. They are caused by us. For centuries, we have been polluting our atmosphere. We burn fossil fuels. We cut down forests. We farm intensively. These activities release harmful gases into the air. These gases trap the sun's heat. This is called the greenhouse effect. It is causing our planet to heat up at an alarming rate. The consequences of global warming are already being felt around the world. We are seeing more extreme weather events. Sea levels are rising, threatening coastal communities. Wildlife is struggling to adapt. Fossil fuels are major contributors to global warming. They are the main source of energy in the modern world, but they are also the biggest culprits when it comes to greenhouse gas emissions. Coal, oil, and gas release large amounts of carbon dioxide when burned. This carbon dioxide builds up in the atmosphere, trapping heat and causing global warming. This gas is a major greenhouse gas. Its accumulation is changing our planet's climate, causing extreme weather events and shifts in weather patterns. We depend on fossil fuels for energy. Without them, many of the modern conveniences we take for granted would not be possible. We power our homes, we drive our cars, we manufacture products. However, this dependence comes at a very high environmental cost. This dependence on fossil fuels is unsustainable. Extracting and burning these resources not only depletes natural reserves, but also severely damages the environment. Burning fossil fuels has a devastating impact on our planet. Deforestation, water pollution, and biodiversity loss are just some of the consequences. It's the main driver of climate change. Glaciers are melting, sea levels are rising, and extreme weather events are becoming more frequent. We must transition to cleaner, renewable energy sources. Solar, wind, and hydroelectric power are options that can help us reduce our carbon footprint. Solar, wind, and hydroelectric power offer viable alternatives. These sources are not only renewable, but also produce minimal greenhouse gas emissions. These sources are renewable and produce minimal greenhouse gas emissions. In addition, they can create jobs and promote sustainable economic development. Investing in these technologies is crucial. Only through a global commitment to renewable energy can we ensure a cleaner and healthier future for generations to come. Forests play a vital role in regulating our climate. They absorb carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, they release oxygen, they are essential for life on Earth. Deforestation is a major contributor to global warming. Trees are being cut down at an alarming rate. This releases stored carbon into the atmosphere. Forests are cleared for agriculture, logging, and development. This destruction has devastating consequences for our planet. It disrupts ecosystems, it threatens biodiversity, we must protect our forests. Sustainable forestry practices are crucial. We must reduce our reliance on products that contribute to deforestation. Section 4. Consequences. A stark reality. The consequences of global warming are far-reaching and serious. They don't just affect the poles, but have repercussions across the entire planet. Rising temperatures are causing the polar ice caps and glaciers to melt. This is happening at an alarming rate. This is contributing to rising sea levels, which in turn is causing coastal erosion and the loss of natural habitats. Coastal communities are at risk of flooding. Entire islands could disappear underwater, disrupting the lives of thousands of people. The displacement of millions of people is a real possibility. These people, known as climate refugees, will have to find new homes. Extreme weather events are becoming more frequent and intense. Heat waves, droughts, floods, and storms are increasing in severity, and storms are causing widespread damage and loss of life. Infrastructures are not prepared for these drastic changes. Climate change is also impacting wildlife. Animals are struggling to survive in rapidly changing habitats. Many species are struggling to adapt to the changing conditions. Some are migrating to new areas, while others can't adapt fast enough. Extinction rates are accelerating. If we don't act soon, we could lose many species forever. Section 5. Global action. A step in the right direction. The international community is taking significant steps to address global warming. From planting trees to cleaning up our communities, every action counts. The Paris Agreement, signed by nearly 200 countries, aims to limit global warming to well below 2 degrees Celsius. This historic agreement represents an unprecedented global commitment. Countries are setting ambitious goals to reduce their greenhouse gas emissions. They are adopting clean and renewable technologies. They are investing in renewable energy sources like solar and wind. they are also promoting sustainable agricultural practices that protect our planet. While these efforts are encouraging, much more needs to be done. We need stronger commitments and more decisive action. We need faster and more effective action. Global cooperation is essential to achieving our climate goals. International agreements and national policies are crucial for addressing this global challenge. Only through collaboration can we tackle this crisis. We must work together, joining forces and resources, to ensure a sustainable future for generations to come. Section 6. Individual responsibility. Every action counts. We all have a role to play in addressing global warming. Our individual actions may seem small, but collectively they can make a difference. We can reduce our carbon footprint by making sustainable choices. We can use energy-efficient appliances. We can drive less. We can choose sustainable products. We can support businesses and organizations that are committed to sustainability. We can make our voices heard by contacting our elected officials. Every action counts. By making conscious choices, we can contribute to a healthier planet. We can be part of the solution. Section 7. A call to action. Securing our future. The future of our planet is at stake. Global warming is a real and present danger. It is a challenge that requires urgent action. We must act now to reduce our impact on the planet. We must transition to a low-carbon economy. We must protect our natural resources. The time for complacency is over. We have the knowledge. We have the technology. We must find the will to act. Together, we can create a sustainable future. We can preserve our planet for generations to come. Let's act now before it's too late.